Hello everyone. So in this particular video we are going to learn about the PySpark practical part. We will see how actually we can create a data frame, how actually we can read a CSV file, JSON file, how actually we can write everything we are going to see in this particular video. Okay, so what actually I will do, I will open my Databricks. Okay, once you will open a Databricks account, this will look like this. What we have to do, we have to first create a cluster. So I have already created a cluster name as a testing. After that we have to create a notebook, so I will click on the create, click on the notebook. Okay, after that we have to give, so I will give PySpark tutorial. This is the name I am giving, you can give any name. After that the language we will select Python because we are going to learn the PySpark, right? So I will select the Python. After that we have to select the clusters and then click on the create. Okay, so what actually we are going to see, we are going to see how actually we can create a data frame. So data frame is nothing but it is organized data in a row and columnar format. Okay, so data frame. Okay, so let me give one example. Okay, so suppose I have one data. Okay, so this is my data that is available. I have a James Smith, like this is data I have available. Okay, now what actually I have done, I have created one column. This column name is like the first, whatever the first row data, right? That is nothing but a first name. After that the middle name will come, the last name will come, date of birth, gender and the salary. So this is the column which I have defined because I am getting a data like this. So what I have done, I have created one column, so I am defining the column for this. After that we have to create the data frame, right? So I'll just give the df. Okay, so what actually I will give, we can give any data frame name, and spark dot create data frame, this is the thing you have to, we have to give data equal to the data we have to pass because this name is data, right? So that data we have to pass, and schema equal to the column, this is the column name we are passing. Now if I will execute this, my data frame will get created. So this is very simple. With the help of the create data frame, we have to pass the data in the column and we will be able to create a data frame. If I will show you this data frame now, if I will do display df, you will be able to see our data frame. Okay, you can see first name James, Michael and all. Similarly we have middle name, last name, date of birth, gender, salary based on the data what we have. Okay, whatever the blank we have written, right, it is coming like a blank only. Okay, now this is the one way. When you have a data, then you have to define a column and then you have to, with the help of the Spark create data frame, we can create a data frame. Now suppose you have a data that is available in a CSV format. Okay, so what we are going to see, read data from CSV and dbfs location. Okay, so how actually we can read that we are going to learn. So what actually I will do, I will go to the data, I will click on the create table. Okay, so what I will do, I will click on this browse, I will try to upload one file. Okay, so what I will do, I will try to upload this employee underscore one file. Okay, once you will upload the file, it is going to store into this particular dbfs location, file store tables in employee 1.2.csv. okay, if I'll go to the dbfs, okay, you will get to see this all location, file store, tables. Okay, and these are the file which got uploaded. Okay, and employee 1.csv, so this is the file which we have uploaded. Okay, I will copy this. Now again I will go back to the my notebook. Okay, this is the notebook we have created. I'll go back there and now we will try to read that file. So we have a file that is available in a dbfs location. How actually we can read that and we can convert into a data frame. So what we have to write, df. Okay, and then spark. Okay, let me zoom. Spark dot read dot format. Okay, and this is which format, this is available in a csv format, so I will write csv and then load and the file location. Okay, if you will do this, one data frame one will get created. Okay, let me show you. Okay, so this is how actually we can read it. Spark.read.format, whatever the file is, like if it is csv, then we will pass csv and then the file location. Now if I will show you df1 dot, so if I will do, okay, we can see we are able to read the file. But as of now what actually happening, it is not reading the first row as a header. Okay, it is giving the different column name for each. Okay, so how actually we can handle this? Okay, we were able to create the successfully load the file and we were able to convert into a data frame, but how actually we can give the first row as header? Okay, so that actually we will show. So what we have to write, df2 spark dot read dot format, right? This is common csv. Okay, after that we have to write dot option. Okay, and then we have to write header. Okay, and we have to write true. Header header true, and then dot load this particular file location. If I will execute this, after header it is a comma. Okay, now if I will do display df2, you will be able to see the first row it is treating as a column. Okay, now by default what actually happen, it treat all as a string. Okay, but suppose you have to give like employee id should be integer and or how actually we can handle that. So for that what we have to do, we have to write the similar. Okay, the structure is almost similar. Okay, spark.read.format.csv.option.load. Okay, after dot we can write another option. Okay, in this option we have to write infer schema. Okay, and that we have to pass true. If you will give this will automatically treat everything in a proper format. Okay, now if I will show display df2, okay, then it will take in a proper format. So if I will do df2 dot print schema, if you want to read the schema, okay, then we have to write df2 dot print schema. Okay, if I will do this, now you will be able to see the employee id automatically it took the integer, name it took as a string, salary integer, address string. Okay, that is the use of the infer schema. I hope you got it. Now suppose you want to save in a particular location, right? As of now we are reading from the dbfs location. Now suppose we want to save this, okay, into particular location, this data frame. How actually we can load it? So we have to write df2, what is your data frame name, then dot write dot option. We want to write in a df2 dot write dot format. Okay, and which format we want to write, in a csv format, and then after that we have to write the save and the location name. Okay, what is my location name? So that is the location name, we will pass it here. Okay, now if I will give any name here, let me give employee save or some unique name so that we can identify. Now if I will do this, it will get saved into this particular location, this csv file with the name of the employee save 7828. Now let me show you it got saved or not. So what actually we'll do, we'll go to the data, create table, dbfs location, file store, table. Now here only we have saved, right, in a different name. So this is the name we have given, employee 7828. So this is the name we have given, it got saved here in a partition format. Okay, so that is how actually we can read the file and we can write the file. I hope you got it. Thank you.